മാത്രം ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ പറയുന്നു. സ്തോത്രം, ഹല്ലേലൂയ. ഇന്നലെ കർത്താവിന്റെ ദാസൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ടെമ്പററി ആയിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേഗത്തിൽ ഷോർട്ട് ടൈമിൽ ഒരു വിടുതൽ കിട്ടിയ, ദൈവത്തിന്റെ അഭിഷേകം കിട്ടിയവർ ജന്മന ഉള്ളതാകുന്ന പ്രതിസന്ധികൾക്ക് ഒരു വിടുതൽ വരുത്തുന്നു. എത്ര പേർ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചു എന്ന് എനിക്കറിയത്തില്ല. ജന്മന ഒരു അസ്വസ്ഥത ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ഒരു കുഞ്ഞ് ഇന്ന് മുന്നോട്ട് കിടന്ന് സാക്ഷ്യം പറയുവാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. Are you here? The one that we have told that you have time to. Yes, come forward, please.
I'm Sherin. I'm 22 years old, and when I was born with hip dysplasia. And if you don't know what that is, it's just the flattening of one of my hips. So it made my legs uneven, which in the beginning wasn't a big deal. But as I was growing, the difference got, longer and longer. And I'm really active. So I love playing basketball. I dance, I do a lot of activities, so the unevenness of my legs is a big deal, and it got to be a lot more painful for me throughout my life. And so since I was 14 or 15, I got really active, so I started noticing the pain a lot more, and the difference was, it took a toll on me. When I was playing, I had to take more breaks, I had to go see doctors. So I started going to different doctors. I went to at least 4 doctors, and all of them told me different things. They could never cure it. They only told me the only option I had was basically a hip replacement. And once I get a hip replacement, I can't walk anyway. It would just help with the pain, but I still wouldn't be able to walk. I'd be in a wheelchair. I wouldn't be able to have kids. That's what they told me. And I got mad, obviously. I was like, you have no solution for me. That's nothing that's going to help me in life. So I ignored them. I found a better doctor this year who gave me a couple more options, but his best option was also a hip replacement for me. He said also I could, kind of do smaller surgeries. I had a torn labrum, which they said I had to do another surgery to repair, so a total of 3 surgeries I had to do. And they told me that in March, and I was supposed to find a doctor. He told me he can't do the surgery, I had to find another specialist. So I've been looking for different doctors, but for some reason I couldn't find a single doctor that took my insurance. So I've been looking for different doctors, but it just happened that I couldn't find one. And actually, another thing they told me to do was get lifts put in my shoe to help the difference. So one of the shoes, they put, it's 1.5 inches the difference. So about this much of a difference in my legs. So they would put it in one shoe, so that will help me a little more with the pain. So I've been meaning to do that, but for some reason I keep getting busier. I keep having to wait for, I'd find different people to go to. So I still haven't been able to do that. So I was going to go next week also, which I've been saying every week, but I didn't get a chance to do that either. And yesterday, I came, my dad watches Pastor Chinu, and he told me a couple months ago when he was in Philadelphia to come there, because he believed I was going to get healed, and actually I believed I was going to get healed. I knew God was going to heal me, I just didn't know how. I always had faith. I knew God created me for a purpose. I knew he wasn't going to forsake me. He didn't do this to me for no reason, and I always believed that. I always prayed, God, your will, if it's your will for me to be in a wheelchair, I'll be in a wheelchair, that's fine. But whatever it is, I wanted his will to be done. But my parents really did not want to see me in a wheelchair. They prayed for me, my grandparents, my grandma prayed for me all the time, all my aunts and uncles continuously prayed for me, and I unfortunately couldn't go. First, I had to go to work. I couldn't get out of work that time he was in Philly, so I couldn't go that day. But yesterday I was blessed coming here, and I was standing right there, and he put his hand, he told me to, put the hand on where it hurts when he's praying. I felt his hand on my head, and I felt a huge weight, like on my hip and my ankles. I felt a lot of pain, though. I felt so much pain at the time. I didn't realize anything was happening. I just felt a lot of pain all at once. So when he said, whoever was healed, come up, I didn't go up because I was like, I'm in too much pain. I probably am not healed. But as I was standing there, he was talking. I was trying to see. I was trying to think. And it felt like my leg was being pulled. Like, it was being pulled longer. And then standing there, when usually for past 22 years, past 6 years, when I stand on this leg, I could like hang my leg like this. That's how I would stand. And yesterday I was like, how do I know I'm healed? I was like, oh, let me try standing on one leg. And I'm standing on this leg now, and this leg is touching the floor. And I'm like, this is crazy. I can't believe it. And I know it's by the grace of God, so I thank God and I thank His servant for blessing me with His power of healing.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. കഴിഞ്ഞ രാത്രിയിൽ 1.5 ഇഞ്ച് കാലിന് നീട്ടം കർത്താവ് വരുത്തി കൊടുത്തു. Praise the Lord. ആ കുഞ്ഞ് പറഞ്ഞു പറയിപ്പിച്ചതൊന്നുമല്ല, അത് പെന്തക്കോസ്തിൽ വന്നൊരു കുഞ്ഞുമല്ല, സാമുദായിക വിശ്വാസത്തിൽ പോകുന്ന കുട്ടിയാണ്. ആദ്യമായിരിക്കാം ഇങ്ങനെ ടെസ്റ്റിമണി പറയുന്നത്. Praise the Lord. 1.5 ഇഞ്ച് സ്വർഗത്തിലെ ദൈവത്തിന് Praise the Lord. ഒരു അഭിഷക്തൻ കൈവച്ച് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചപ്പോൾ Praise the Lord. ദൈവത്തിന്റെ അത്ഭുതം ഇന്നും നടക്കും. പ്രിയമുള്ളവരെ, നമ്മുടെ ദൈവം വലിയ ദൈവമാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് നിങ്ങളോട് പറയാനായിട്ടുള്ളത് 2 കാര്യങ്ങൾ. ഒന്ന്, എന്തെങ്കിലും